Now on to the softball team, who is still finding their stride with a young team and transfer students. They've also been dealing with a lot of bad weather and injuries. Our own Catherine Kraychek sat down with head coach Jillian Ortega on how this softball season has been going.
Doubleheaders are tough, and SCSU Softball plays a lot of them.
We play 50 games in a month and a half. It's a huge, huge, huge demand on the student athlete, not only physically, but mentally. Plus, you know, in the classroom, it takes twice as much effort. But they do such a great job, and they push and they push. While we were in Claremont, we ended up playing 9 games total in a span of 7 days. So that is a huge toll. We actually went in very healthy, very excited, came out very beat up, to say the least. So it doesn't help that, you know, we play so many games in a very short amount of time.
Mother Nature didn't help either. It was a much cooler and rainier spring than usual.
The problem is for us, we can't start in February, so that's why we travel down south. And we have to get as many games in as we can in order to qualify for NCAA minimums and things like that. We overschedule just in case that the weather's going to go bad.
There's one player on the team who overcame the challenges that come with being a transfer student.
I can imagine that it's a very difficult, very painstaking process to figure out where you belong. But the nice part about Ari is she's got the kind of personality that you look for in a transfer, where she jumps right in with the crowd.
She jumps right in with the crowd, but also on the field as well.
Ari is the queen of diving. She'll lay out for any ball, left, right, center, back.
When I step on the field, you know, I want people to know that, like, I'm someone they can trust. I'm someone that they can count on the field no matter what. Like, I think, like, me diving, it just shows that I want to be there. I play with my heart on the line. Like, it's just, and it makes you feel better because you know that you're giving it your all.
The team has 3 more games this week, including their senior day on Sunday the 24th versus Franklin Pierce. Reporting for SCSUTV, I'm Catherine Kraychek.
The men's basketball team is still under investigation after a post-game incident in their NCAA tournament against St. Thomas Aquinas. Because it is still under investigation, many primary sources do not want to go on the record with us here at SCSUTV. Our own Sandra Gomez-Aceves has the latest.
An altercation occurred between SCSU men's basketball and St. Thomas Aquinas on March 12th. SCSU-TV reached out to Assistant Athletic Director Michael Kobolansky, and he said he couldn't comment until the NCAA completed their investigation. Chris Gusko was WSIN's commentator for the game.
I was having a good time, you know. It was a good game, a great game. It didn't go Southern's way at the end, unfortunately. And then afterwards, there was a bit of an altercation with the coach, with the coaches between St. Thomas Aquinas and Southern. And then it kind of just spilled over into the crowd almost a little bit. It was almost a little scary, to be honest. Burrell was just irate over the fact that Wallace had fouled out and that they hadn't, you know, counted the basket. His demeanor is very, you know, when things are going swimmingly, I think that his, character is pretty calm, cool, and collected. But obviously, when the team doesn't play well, you're gonna see a little bit of mixed reaction. He's a pretty fiery guy. He likes to, light fire under most of his players and stuff like that. And I think, his emotions got a little better than him, but I think overall he's still a great coach.
SCSU-TV will update as the investigation concludes. Reporting from Southern, I'm Sandra Gomez-Aceves.
Spring has sprung, which means it's almost signing day time for senior high school athletes to choose what school they will be playing for. Sandra Gomez-Aceves was able to meet up with one future owl who is looking to help the soccer team win some more games next year.
Alex Ramirez is a 3-time All-State soccer recruit for the SCSU men's soccer team. Ramirez made All-State 3 of his 4 high school seasons, scoring 22 goals as a sophomore.
I played soccer for about 15 years now, ever since I was 3 years old. I started playing soccer in just the town team, Wallingford, the in-house teams. Coaches changed every year, and then when I was about like 12, I started playing on the travel team. My coach, Coach Dave at the time, he started me off as a defender, and then one day I just realized I didn't want to play defender anymore, so I asked if I could play forward. He let me play one game, and I scored 2 goals, so ever since then I played forward. This year, my senior year, I scored 18 goals, I had 9 assists, and yeah, and then I guess Coach Lang, the Southern coach, had some interest in me, so here I am.
Men's soccer team freshman Dylan Hogan has played with Ramirez in the past and will again at the start of the fall season.
Definitely, his speed's dangerous. Coming at you, it's hard as a defender to defend someone dribbling full speed at you because you make one move and you turn around and they're gone. He's got good footwork as well, so he's dangerous in the attack. So he can get in behind defenders as well with his pace.
Besides becoming a standout player, Ramirez plans on majoring in exercise science at the university.
Well, my first year, I know it's tough as a freshman to compete with the other guys because they've been there for 4 years or 3 years, or they have more experience than me. So I'm just hoping to stand out and to get some playing time at least, and to win a spot on the team, really.
Reporting from Southern, I'm Sandra Gomez-Aceves.
Lastly, after months of lifting and 3 weeks of practice, the football team will show their work in the Willie Sully Sullivan Spring Game and Showcase next Friday at 8 p.m. It is free to the public and will include a traditional 11-on-11 competition and additional drills.